What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this beautifully honest reaction. Now, I wasn't even going to mention this cockroach, but I just wanted to address this because when Kamalaharris, the current vice president of the country right now, all right, so we're not even speaking about someone who just decided to throw their hat into the race and say, yeah, I want to give it a shot. She is the second in command already. So when it was announced that the current president, because he's still the current president, and he's serving the rest of his term out by God's grace and God's will, because if he makes it, and I'm not speaking anything over him, but I'm just saying tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. So let's just be clear about that. But he's still the current president of the United States, and Kamala Harris is already the second in command. So when she was announced that she would be taking over that spot of the Democratic nominee for president, we already knew that the racists were going to not even come out of the woodworks, because right now Donald Trump has given them license to be out on full display right now. And a lot of them are already speaking, but instead of the mainstream ones saying what the ones that are just on Twitter, which is now called X, or on these other online platforms, calling her the actual disgusting phrases that they're using. The ones on mainstream media, they're using the terms DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, affirmative action. The only reason why she's in this spot is because of those things, right? We already knew that those people were going to come out of the woodworks, right? But to see these raccoons, these cockroaches, like Charleston White, come out here and spit the garbage out of their mouths that they spit is just disgusting, but it's to be expected. But what I do have a problem with is because these days anyone can create their own platform. Anybody can start a YouTube channel, can start a podcast even. Anybody can have a social media page and post a video and it can go viral. I get that. But when other people share it, when it gets on other platforms that has so many followers already, and I guess this cockroach Charleston White has that already. I guess he already has a lot of followers. I don't follow him, so I don't know how many followers he does have. But I don't even care about numbers, because to me, numbers really doesn't mean anything anymore. Somebody could have a whole bunch of followers and people could not see their stuff. But I digress. This stupid cockroach saying what he said, I really wasn't going to give it the time of day, but the only reason why I wanted to share my reaction to it is because of larger platforms sharing what this cockroach spat out of his mouth. And it's so stupid. I mean, it really is. I really wish that they didn't share it just to say, what do you guys think? No, because platforms like the Neighborhood Talk and Shade Room that have all of these followers, I feel like one of the problems with those platforms is they will allow the people in the comment section, which they know they're going to get a lot of engagement and a lot of people commenting on what these people say, or, whatever it is that they're sharing, that they don't have to do it. We'll let the people who follow us do it for us. So they'll post things and they'll, say things, we do not condone bullying or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's like they're trying to take their hands off of it. No, put your hands on it. Put your mouth on it. Speak on it. Don't just share it, because you're giving more eyes to the nonsense that they don't need to receive.
Man, they got me up. I wouldn't dare vote for no black. Now, listen, I was raised by black women. I got a grandmother. I got black sisters, but I wouldn't dare put no black woman in no mother position of the White House. The commander-in-chief of the military, a black woman. Not only that, a mixed black married to a white man. Her pH balance is way off with that white dick. Man, you can't make me believe. Hell no. This man Kamalaharris got a white boy. Her pH balance is off, and her mental instability got to be off. A hoe would have thrown off pH balance unless she's sneaking in. Now, if she's sneaking in.
See, I'm not even going to play the rest of that because that's just how ignorant he is. It's disgusting. Anybody that is stupid enough to allow him to slang his dang-a-lang up in them, their pH is way off. Let's just first of all be clear about that. Secondly, he's so stupid, he probably doesn't even know that Kamalaharris is already the second in command. She already is in a position of power at the White House. Although a lot of vice presidents don't really get that power, that I will say that respect or that acknowledgement, because they will never overstep their boundaries because of the first in command, which is the president, right? But this dummy, I'm going to go ahead and say it, this coon, okay, this COON, coon cockroach, if it wasn't for a black woman, his black ass wouldn't be free right now. Like, he probably has never heard of Harriet Tubman, right? Let's just be clear about that. He obviously doesn't know his history. So for him to sit here and talk about a black woman, biracial, whatever, who gives a damn? All he sees when it comes to a woman is what is between her legs and maybe what's sitting on top of her chest. That's all a female is to him. And unfortunately, the females that have allowed him to run up in them, they don't see their worth. So that's the only reason why he's ever seen one since one gave birth to him. Because he's disgusting. I don't know why anybody listens to him. First of all, the nigga probably ain't even registered to vote. So let's just be clear about that, right? And the majority of the males, okay, because I highly doubt that any females that follow him are actually listening to the words that he speaks. It's probably just the arrangements that they make when they're going to hook up for the sexual encounters. But in terms of him speaking on his social media platforms, absolutely not. But the males that are probably following him and listening to him, they've probably never registered to vote. Let's be clear. And if they ever got registered, their names have probably already been taken off of the rolls, because you know they do remove people from the voter rolls if you do not use the right that you have to vote. So for those of you who are listening to this right now and you haven't voted in a while, I highly suggest that you go call up, go there, whatever you have to do, to your local voter registration office to make sure that all is well with your voter registration. Don't just wait till the day of elections to go and vote and find out that, oh, well, we don't have you listed. We'll let you go ahead and do a provisional ballot, because those provisional ballots don't count. So you need to make sure that you are registered, that you are still on the rolls. And when early registration pops up in your state, in your city, in your county, go ahead and vote early. Don't wait till the day of elections. Just don't do it. Go ahead and vote early, because it is something that currently is still in effect. All right? And don't listen to these foolish coons like Charleston White, because they have absolutely zero intelligence. So that's the only reason why I wanted to give my reaction to it. But again, like I said, I had to cut that off. I'm not going to listen to the rest of that foolishness that's coming out of his mouth. So disgusting, so disrespectful. And he is a cockroach, because if Kamalaharris ever saw him in person, he would be up underneath her feet, or she'd have to get the can of Raid to spray his ass so that he would dissolve, get on his back, kick his legs up, and die. And honestly, I really feel like people like that need to be extinguished. Seriously, I'm not even joking. Because they're the type of people that make it hard for the rest of us. Because when those racists in that it's not even Republicans anymore, MAGA, that's what it is. That MAGA group see persons with melanin, that's what they see. They don't see people like myself and the intelligent people that listen to me and other people that are sharing actual facts and real news. Okay? Anyway, guys, I just had to share my thoughts on that real quick, because I just can't stand it. It's so disgusting. And he has absolutely zero relevance. So he is not a threat to people utilizing their civil duty and their rights to vote to actually go and vote for the better out of the two candidates, which is Kamala Harris, period. And like I said, I don't care if Casper the Friendly Ghost is announced as the VP nominee. I'm voting for Kamala. I don't give a damn what anybody says, all right? Donald Trump just needs to go ahead and get on up out of our faces because we are tired of him. We're tired, all right? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.